is a thunderstorm going on. So I'm closing the blinds while I'm talking to y'all. Here I am. I got a ponytail. Do you like my ponytail? Have you had your Chick-fil-A today? Mm-hmm. I love this stuff. And I have to tell you, I only like one of the kinds. This is the iced coffee, but I don't like the regular. I only like the added vanilla one. I'm sorry, I'm a sweet person when it comes to my coffee because I don't really like coffee. Was that brilliant? How y'all doing? Is everybody doing good? I know I shouldn't make faces, should I? Y'all like, Beth, we were doing good until you made that face and you look so weird. Yeah. I'm actually having a wonderfully terrible day. Yes, all those kind of problems you can imagine. And I could either get depressed about it and just cry, which that's good to do sometimes. Y'all do know that, don't you? It's okay to be depressed and cry. Sometimes you just have to have a good hard cry too. Y'all ever had one of those? Where you have a good hard cry. Where you know, and you have to get many tissues and you know, because you're all stopped up and messed up, and then you cry. You get your eyes so hard that you wake up the next morning, your eyes are swollen. You look like you've been eating something you're allergic to. But can I tell you something? Sometimes I need blush. Sometimes after those cries that you have, those kind that just, you know, I think it numbs you out. It's sort of like, there's certain things that God does, that He made the human body. By the way, y'all enjoying the fact that I've changed subjects 10 times, and one of the subjects is, hey, there's that picture of me and Lance right there. I haven't had that out in so many times. And also my little Eiffel Tower being on, because the actual Eiffel Tower does sparkle like that, you guys, in Paris. That's not why it's called the City of Lights, but it doesn't hurt any. It's because of all the other lights too. Anyway, you know, it's hard on me. You think it's hard on you to sit and listen to me. It's hard on me to be me. I know something I was talking about. I was trying to find blush, which I think is in here. There is some blush. Is it a powder and blush? We'll use that. Who is this brush company anyway? Brush company. Jessup. They're trying to look like my Sigma 18 karat golds, and they're doing a dang good job of it. I wonder if that's where they really come from. Sigma buys them from Jessup. I don't know. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't somebody go tell them and have them sue me for saying that something's true when it's not. Okay, there's this hair. This is what I do on my head. There's a hair hanging out, especially a gray one. I just like, okay. Oh, I was talking about when you have a good cry. Well, sometimes when you just have a good cry, it's good because it kind of numbs you out. And then I was talking about I think God has built us that way. Like when somebody's been in a terrible accident and they go into shock, it's probably good that they're in shock, so they are not really feeling what's going on, realizing what's happening to them, because they probably couldn't take it if they did. So I think God does have some things set in, and there's some horrors we have to endure, and we know all about them. But I do think that there's something about when you have a good cry, I don't know why, when you have a good cry, I don't know why, that I'm a poet, and I do know it. Sort of like when you do makeup while you're talking, there's just something artistic about it, and therefore it just, I don't know, just kind of, anyway, it tends to, when I say it numbs you out, it kind of just makes you, not numb. You don't want to be numb. It makes you maybe done with it, you know, emotionally, so that you can intellectually think things through. You know, you get the emotions out of the way, and then you can make better decisions. Y'all do see how many times I'm having to blush? And some of you are going, yes, and maybe you can't tell from the lights, but Beth, you're getting pinker and pinker. Okay, this isn't really pink. What color would you say? This is the M Cosmetics. Remember, I keep these two little packs over here. This is my little to-go pack and from my Life palette, and I have yet to ever change these back and try some new colors. I've just stuck with these, and I think it's the Career Life palette, and I can't remember which one this was. I think this was called the Boss Lady, probably because it's got that deep red lipstick. And they're kind of like slate, bronze, dark gray. It's almost like an aubergine. Kind of a light taupe, sand color, and a kind of pearlized white. And so it's kind of very safe colors. Neutral. I'm not having much good transfer just on this cheek. Y'all ever had that? Sometimes that happens to a certain area on my eye, like where I have this scar right there. Sometimes I have to really work it because it just won't pick up color. Where in the world was I? I even get frustrated with myself. What am I talking about today? I do not know. But I'm glad that I have this little display of brushes because I often need them, don't I? Oh, we were talking about iced coffee or something. I know that this supposedly is better for the environment than Styrofoam, but y'all, it sweats and Styrofoam doesn't. I mean, this stays cold, but see where I'm having to hold it? It's wet and cold down in here. And all these companies are switching to this kind of cup, which is probably why we did. But look, it's wet. I don't like it to be wet. I want it to be nice and cold but dry. Or I could do this and it looks like it has, hey, maybe I'll start, maybe I'll make cup scarves. I think they call this koozies, Beth. But we can make scarves. Let's make Southern Subby cup scarves. No, it has to be 3 S's. Southern Subby scarves for cups. Anyway. So what have y'all been doing? I need to put my glasses on so I can see you, see what I'm doing. I've been experimenting with different purses. The important things in life. Pulling some favorites out. I pulled out I've got my black Antigonia, if y'all remember. Last payment this month. I'm so happy. I won't do that again. I can honestly tell y'all, it is not a good feeling to be in debt, especially when I didn't have to be. And I'm glad that I chose to do it in a way that I only had an option of 3 payments, because that way I couldn't get in any deeper debt. But I wish I hadn't done it. I wish next time I think the best thing to do is save up for what you want. It kind of heightens the experience when you save up for something anyway, and then just go get it. And that way you're not in debt and you don't have that hanging over your head. That's my advice to myself and to you. So it just goes to show you that even though y'all believe me to be a perfect human being, I'm not. What do you mean you don't think I am? Okay. So, I have not used hand lotion in days, and boy can I tell. Y'all, my skin is so unelastic and so dry. Now, I know really that the really bad lack of elasticity in your skin is due to not drinking enough water. And people say, well, I drink a lot of water. It's like, you don't drink enough, trust me. To really drink, what is this supposed to be? 10% of your body fat, body weight? No, 20%? At least 8 glasses of, is it 8 ounce or 16 ounce? Can you tell I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about? I'm not your nutritionist. Is this a surprise? Okay. Anyway, what was I talking about? Handbags. I got this, what did I pull out? What did I pull out of the case? I have a bunch of purses. Y'all know I keep them in a china cabinet. I have 2 china cabinets full of handbags. The reason I put it in my little, they're like wardrobes, but they're like glass doors on the front. So I can see them and enjoy them, but they're not getting dusty. So the dust bag, when I first get my bag, I decide if I'm going to keep the box. And the way that I make the decision on whether or not I'm going to keep the box is if I think I really might resell it. I know I will not resell this one. I don't know why I kept the Barney's box, because that doesn't add value to my Antigonia. It has to say that brand name, like Chanel has to be Chanel. The Antigonia would have to have the Givenchy box, and I bought it through Barney's. Yeah, so it didn't have. I should have had a discount then, because the box is part of it. That actually gives you greater resale value. Anyway, they all should come with a dust bag and their little authenticity card, if that's what that brand does. Not all brands do that. And usually if you research it, you know where to look in the purse to find the little thing that says, you know, where its little number is. I forget on this bag. But anyway, this is a Chanel, what's this called? Vanity. Looks like a cosmetic case. I'll put it beside my head. It's kind of small. It's a nice size, actually. I do like it. And I've got one of these Fendi poofs on it, and it's a Karl Lagerfeld poof. I got the last one that had the red ponytail. But he's soft and fuzzy. And then it's got the chain, you know, the leather entwined chain with the little leather shoulder piece. And the only thing about this bag, by the way, I'm not talking to you about what's in my bag or bag review, is because it is supposed to be like a cosmetic case, even though it's meant to be a handbag, it's not a case. You know, it's got this little handle, and then when you open it, hold on, it kind of falls open. I mean, it's kind of held together on the side with these things, you know, the little web on the side. But it's kind of like, it's a little difficult. And all Chanels are difficult to get in, the flat bags. And they've always got the little zipper thingy on the inside tuck that people say, oh, I don't know what that was for. I found out what that's for because I did some research on Coco Chanel. It was for her love letters from her lovers. She has a sad story. She had so many affairs and the men never had anything but a mistress relationship with her. Anyway, so look, that's what's in my bag. This is not what's in my bag, but do you see how it's kind of hard to get in there? I may go into two here. But I mean, it's got the little dividey thing, which you can put a little wallet in or your favorite. What I put in here, because it's a Chanel bag, is I put in my Chanel what do I call this? Compact, my powder, and a Chanel lipstick.